Testing, testing. Yes, it's working. Cool. How you going, Dino? Mr. Dino? Or Dino? Just thought I'd pop on and show you guys that we're sort of breaking out of a bullish pennant right here. Hopefully it's enough to drive us back up to that high that we achieved the other day. Welcome aboard, guys. How you doing? Let me just tweet that I'm live. Good. And I'll blast it in Discord as well. The YouTube at everyone. I'm live. There we go. All right, so where have we been and where are we going? Let's go back out to the 4 hour. All right. This, at the moment, let me just hide these. These aren't needed. Okay. Yeah, as we've said in many streams, let me just change the color of this so you can see it better. We've been stuck inside this range trading sideways for over a month, and we've broken the top of that, which is really good. Now the back test, so we came up as high as 24,276. And the back test actually came deeper. So I'm sure that probably trapped a lot of people. Like, it probably tricked a lot of people thinking, yeah, we're going way back down into the range. We've just faked out, per se. But look, we found support. There's enough demand here that we found support at 22,341. Just here. And we are now back up on top of that rectangle that we've been using. So now we're just waiting for the breakout now. And, we've got, at least on the micro scale, we've got clear understanding of where these highs live. So that's where these resistance levels are. We have to test to get back up on top of that. Hey guys, welcome aboard. Welcome to the stream. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't done that either. Now, we've got the new daily candle. We're 26 minutes into it. We're waiting for a real committed push outside of this wedge. And I would find it surprising if we rolled back down from here. I think the sentiment has shifted too strong now for it to just collapse from here back to 20K. There's a lot of demand that drove price You know, even from here, like we hit this high here, fell down, but the buyers really stepped in. You know, the resistance came, the fear, but we achieved this higher low, which enabled us to, you know, punch that resistance of 23,000. Found support on the 23, moved that next step higher. So this here feels like a bit of a trap. You know, basically the people that went long above 23k, I think this push down here was to try and shake them out, or close their positions, or, you know, if not, if they went long on leverage, liquidate them. So this was some kind of just a, you know, keeping it real kind of push down. So I'm still expecting, well, my target would be around 24,500-ish. So, you know, we've achieved this high, but I think we can beat that. I think we can get above that. You know, this was just a bit of correction off that crazy run-up we've just come off the back of. You know, we had to come back to the average, to the mean, which is what we've been testing in these spots, you know. So yeah, we've done that. We've ticked that off. We've done the test. It held, and now we're building to punch the next level, I feel. So yeah, me too. I'm bullish. How you doing, Sarah? How you doing? I'm a duck. Brian, how you doing, man? How's Chicago? James Bowden. FitFi did a thing whilst I was asleep. Oh, beautiful. Hope you're making money, James. That's good. Good here. Good to hear that. Good news. Hey, Noodle. How you doing, man? All right. So, how are the alts looking? Let's have a bit of a sneak peek. I know that Matic has been doing well, and it's probably up for another good day, I think. You know, it did a similar thing to Bitcoin. It's achieved these highs, and it's back tested and found support at 80 cents, giving it permission to move back up again and retest these highs above. You know, we're approaching $1, I feel, Matic. So that is a big psychological number, $1. But if we can get above that, happy days. Let's see what kind of resistance lives at $1. Oh, huge. So this retest here, back in September last year, was a big bounce off $1. So past support becomes future resistance. You can see it's already had a bit of an effect. But that doesn't mean you can't break above it. I think if the demand is strong enough, we can see, you know, us breaking that $1 level for Matic. I mean, this thing's been just shy of $3, so yeah, there's a lot of potential up ahead still, and it's already recovered so strong off the low. So there's 218% to potentially make long term. You know, a bull run could happen outside of the whole Bitcoin halving scenario, which happens in 2024, as we all know. But, you know, that's the next halving. That's the next sort of guaranteed rally off the back of a halving. It seems to always happen. It's just the way, the mechanics of Bitcoin, the way it works. You know, the scarcity factor gets pumped up. Now, still waiting for this break, this true break from the monotony. But, you know, a good sign is higher lows, you know? Low, low, low. We're traveling up. We got an uptrend again. This is a micro time frame, of course. It's only on the 15-minute, but still, that's a good start, you know? We have to get above the local high, which is coming up very soon. Right here, that's the local high. So once we get confirmation, if this candle can close above it, that'd be awesome. Remember, no guarantees, but it's looking pretty healthy. And then, of course, we've got the previous highs to deal with too. So let's take a measure. Let's do a good old Fibonacci retracement. So that we know that this is our high and this is our low. So if we wind that across, you can see we're dealing with the 0.05, sorry, the 0.5 fib level right now as resistance, which is what we banged our head on earlier, right there. And then, yeah, we have to deal with the golden pocket, 23.5, which is what I was targeting. If we can break through that, of course, yeah, it's just a, you know, these are short-term resistances. They're not too dramatic. It's not like it's a, you know, a high off a weekly chart that we're dealing with. These are just, you know, micro levels that we have to punch. All right, we've broken that high. Excellent. So we're back on trend. We're back on an uptrend. Markets are looking green. Let's see if we can reclaim this ground that we made. Was that yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, or the day before. So 2 days ago, we claimed price up as high as 24,250-ish. 24,276 to be exact. So now we need the commitment. We need that candle closing high, not just a wick. You know, it won't take us there just from wicks. We need candle bodies to close high. Still looking good. 30 seconds left on this 5 minute. But yeah, I mean, that would have been a nice trade. This is where we started the stream, right here. We broke out of the bullish pennant, back tested it, got the test, and then off we go. So not bad. Quick little trade. Not even 0.5%. Still, if you're trading on leverage, it's pretty handy. Chris is getting a blank screen. That's strange. Can you still hear me? You getting audio? Maybe hit the refresh button. Close the video, close the stream and reopen it, perhaps potentially. So this resistance is proving to be a bit of a test, at least for now. This Fibonacci level. We're getting price reacting off it. I mean, it's reacted off it a couple of times already, so there's no surprises there. But that does not spell the end of the trend. This is just natural, you know, pullback on the way, heading up. I think the sentiment is still there to grow. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The beautiful thing about the market, what I've been doing with Bitcoin is trading on leverage, going long on Bitcoin. Not crazy leverage, just 5x. And if it goes up, awesome. My leverage trades are making money. Now, if it goes down, no problem either, because I can buy more with my spot accumulation account. So I'm accumulating Bitcoin in spot, and I'm trading it on leverage in the derivatives market, in the futures market. So, you know, I win either way. I'm not using crazy leverage. I'm not using crazy money. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to practice to get back in the swing of it. But yeah, the long term outlook is obviously positive for Bitcoin. We've seen some macro lows get set in. If I go back to the weekly here, I'll clean up the chart a little. You can see MACD is starting to curl up. We're going to get, I think, a bullish signal soon, which is a MACD cross. It's on the buying side, so it's nice and primed for that move up. There's plenty of room for the MACD to swing up. There's a lot of price recovery on the table. We can recover back to 30k at least. You know, this range between 20 and 30, in the past, prices zipped through there in a matter of, you know, only 3 weeks back here. It only took 3 weeks to get through it here. You know, we're on week 1, basically. 3 days left of week 1. So there's 2 more weeks of travel ahead, potentially, if we're to repeat any kind of like move that we did back here. So yeah, there's not crazy amounts of resistance between here and, you know, the more conservative target of 27k, which is this low. And then, you know, the more optimistic target of 30. So it's somewhere in that bubble, somewhere in that range would be my target zone for taking at least some profit, you know. So let me draw out that area so you can see what I'm talking about. So we want to capture the lows. So the lowest point here, so there, and then the, you know, the height of that range, if we're gonna, you know, I wouldn't expect it to come too much higher than that. I don't know, it definitely could, but you can see that range there would be like the selling range. What I might do is project that sideways just so that we've got that selling area coming into the future. Maybe I'll make it green. Let's get a positive color going. So that would be, yeah, like a target zone. I know it's a massive range, but I'm pretty sure that price should head into that area just because there's, you know, in the history of price moving between 20 and 30, there's not a hell of a lot of time spent in that sort of no man's land. Static Trading with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Static. G'day, mate, he says. G'day to you. Hope you're doing well. So, let's see what we got here. We got the... Yeah, we're still building off that breakout from the pennant here. So, happy days in the short term. Let's get that fib back because we need something to target as we're climbing. So capture the high, capture the low, project across current price so that we can see where we're going. We'll lock that in so that we don't accidentally move the fib. And yeah, we'll see if we can at least snag this area. This is the golden pocket. So yeah, you might see a bit of reaction off that level. But if not, you know, we've got the next fib target here of the 786, sorry. 23862. So yeah, Bitcoin, so far, today's looking positive. I know we've only been into the new daily 40 minutes, 41 and a half minutes. Let's check all the popular altcoins. Yeah, Matic is looking amazing. I mean, just check out this rally here. Beautiful. Like, you know, fresh highs, and these are very confident highs. Like that new high there, that's a big move up. And these lows are very powerful, like, you know, moving up. And just setting in this low right here, that's beautiful, like huge uptrend. So targets for the future, let's get above $1 first, and then we can see what's, you know, what traffic ahead. Now let's do a Fib retracement. Let's take our all-time high to our yearly all-time low, or our yearly low. And you can see, if we wind that across, we're dealing with the 236 Fib level right now, and then you can see the levels that we have to play with. Golden pocket testing this structure here. The 382 provided support for Matic back here in early 2022, early this year in March. So that was when Bitcoin was playing around at 30K, I think. So yeah, that's going to be $1.31 would be a pretty, if we can break through $1 convincingly, I think prices for Matic around $1.30-ish. You know, be conservative if you like, and you know, target $1 high 20s, so like $1.29, $1.28 for a take profit there, at least for the short term. Now let's check it out. Let's check out some other cryptos, some other altcoins. I'll just lock that in. Let's have a look at Shiba, just for fun. Still in the range, still range bound. However, we are obviously testing the top of the range soon. It's looking positive. We did get a bit of a sneak peek outside of that range 2 days ago. So yeah, plenty of room ahead. Just the same with Dogecoin. There's so much potential on the top side for these altcoins, these dog coins. Remember, these are the meme coins. Static, fuck Shiba. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat there. All right, let's check. Yeah, let's have a quick look at Doge as well. We'll see if there's any kind of like relationship going on there. So we got, yeah, that you can see they're not perfectly identical, but you can see the the trend is very similar. They found a floor in at a very similar time. You know, for me, this is around mid-June, 15th of June for Doge, and around 15th of June for Shiba as well. So they kind of rhyme. Their pattern, their charts are kind of similar. So Doge is actually not performing as strong as Shiba in the last like couple of days. So we got Shiba's, and I think that's just because Shiba has retraced so heavy, you know, that it's got so much space to move up ahead of it. Whereas Doge, I mean, it's a similar story, but it just can't. It's struggling to maintain prices above 8 cents. But at this stage, oh, we got a new subscriber, Ludology. Welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, it seems like once we get up above 7 cents, there is a lot of take profit and sell pressure still on the table here. But long term, I'm pretty damn bullish on Doge, and got Static here saying that 16 cents is inbound. So bring it on, you know, 16 cents. Let's get a bit of a macro retracement, Fibonacci retracement on this too. Might have to hide my drawings here just to be able to see. All right, so it goes to there, that low. I still can't believe that we got up to 74 cents for Dogecoin. That was amazing. So those, you know, we haven't even come close to the first macro fib level of the 236. So that is amazing. That's good news. That means that there is so much upside potential. And it's the same for Shiba. Like, you know, hate it or love it, there is just so much room ahead to recapture. There's so much like territory to reclaim. This long-term cradle here that we went through last year set up a really nice support level or zone for Shiba. So we know, you know, if you were to look at this on a monthly scale, it likes to come back to this cradle zone. And we've actually got a higher low, if you can check that out. That's why this is sloping up. So good news there. It's maintaining the lows. It's at, you know, it's at least for now we've claimed that higher low. Now let's check out some of the other coins. What do we got? I'm gonna have a look at Solana, I think. Leave that one behind and let's go to the daily. So still in its range box, Solana. $50 would be the price to beat to really break out of this range that we've been trading in. I'm confident in it. I think if Bitcoin does well over the next couple of weeks, then Solana's likely to obviously break out of this as this range box. But overall, I think, yeah, I think we're on the cards. Like, it's on the cards for us to get a nice relief rally off this bear market that we've been in for 18 months or however many months it's been. Let's count it out. Not 18 months. Sorry. It's been about, what? 8 bars, so 8 months, not 18. Now I've seen an analyst show that this has been a bit of a Elliott wave. So if you count this move here from this low to this height of 14K as leg 1, followed by an ABC correction, A, B, C, which was a very deep pullback. So you've got the A, the B, and then the C. Now that is known as wave 2, rather, up 4. Wave 2, first corrective wave. So first impulsive, first corrective, second impulsive, which was our bull run of 2021, followed by an ABC correction. A, B, C. So we've just completed, potentially, wave 3. Wave 4. Sorry, this is supposed to be 3. I was thinking second impulsive move, but it's wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is 4. 4 is the second correction. And then we are heading for potentially the 5th wave. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully it bumps up the viewers static. Oh, thank you. You posted the link in your Discord. Legend. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's if not that, then the recovery, the total market recovery on the cards here is likely to bring viewers in. I'm sure it's only increasing every day now since we seemingly have found a bottom of the market. So if you jump on the weekly for Bitcoin, you can see these oscillators all say the same thing. You've got RSI has bottomed out and is starting to head back into the or up toward the baseline. You've got MACD suggesting a potential cross here, a bullish cross, in the perfect spot, the perfect setup on the buying side of the MACD. We're so far below the baseline that there is so much headroom above to come up and recover. Then you've got the Cypher B indicator. We've got a massive buy signal back here. They don't come in often on the weekly. The last time we had a buy signal was during the just before the COVID dip. There was a buy signal back here. So when they come in, they mean business. Like just let's back test this Cypher indicator on the weekly chart. It told us to buy here, awesome spot. It told us to buy here, awesome spot. I mean, look what happened after of these buys. So it's telling us to buy. It told us to buy back here. What's likely to happen? Probably a recovery, probably some kind of move up. That's what these three huge oscillators are saying on the weekly. You can't ignore that. Any kind of pullbacks are just, I would think, stop hunts, or the market makers trying to liquidate the people that are aping into Bitcoin on too high a leverage. So take it easy. Don't go too crazy with leverage, and take your time. We could still be facing a big long accumulation, but a relief in the middle of a bear market is not uncommon. I mean, we got one back here. Beautiful relief. It wasn't an all-time high capturing market, but it was relief off all of this bear market that we had after the all-time high of 20K. So relief rallies are known to happen, even if they don't produce all-time highs. So I think it's not crazy to forecast some kind of relief off the crazy retracement that we've seen in the last 6 months, the last 8 months. How high will it come? Who knows? It could come up to, 30K is like the conservative target, but we might see prices beyond that. We'll just play it as it comes. Let's take it a day at a time. What's been happening in the micro scene? We're still trying to establish support above this level, this Fibonacci 0.5 fib level. It's proving to be a little bit resistant. It's being a bit resistant here. At least we've got this support here off the descending trend line here, the support trend. Static says, can you sing Tiny Dancer? I can. Will I sing it though? Maybe another stream. Maybe when I've had a few drinks. Thank you, Coley. Yes, make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. Got 49 people tuned in. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Thanks for showing the love. Let's hear Tiny Dancer. Let me just see what's happening. What I could do, instead of singing you Tiny Dancer, I'll show you Tiny Dancer. I dressed up as Elton John not long ago for a fancy dress party. Let me just log into social media here. Do I have a picture of it somewhere? I've got it somewhere. No, it's not on that. Static trading, another super chat there. He's feeding me $2 at a time. Thank you. Ballerina, you must have seen her. Nasty dancer. What's my other social media? Instagram. See if I've got it on there. I don't think I do. Wait, I know where I can find it. Facebook. See if I can open up a chat that has the media in there. Media, here we go. I'll definitely find it in here. All right, you ready? There it is. That's me, dressed up. That's my real chest hair. I came kind of close. I didn't choose to do the receding hairline or the, the thinning hair. I just kept my hair the way it was. But yeah, it was a fun costume to make. Wow, super chats are coming through thick and fast. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Shadow777 with the $4.99 super chat. Static here. Rick here, $4.99. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Can we give Static his flowers for predicting 6 cents? Great A music. Thanks, man. Geez, it must be bull season with all these super chats coming in. It's always a hint when the money's coming out to play. So what do we got? A bit of shenanigans going on. We haven't really, with confidence, soared through that first fib level yet. It's still on the cards. Don't stress about that. But yeah, we just have to establish that support. I'm putting this all on my Amex static. Oh, that's great. Oh. Now, we've got momentum shifting. Let's check the higher time frames because we want to see, yeah. So cipher indicator momentum. We're still building on this bullish momentum wave coming up. there isn't any sign of it slowing down just yet. It's still, you know, growing. But yeah, when you see anything happening like this, where you get these red dots, that suggests the top of the momentum wave. So we haven't achieved the top of this momentum wave yet on the hourly chart. Let's check the higher time frame. So the 4-hour has only just started growing. So there is, yeah, potential for another blue wave to come up here and produce, you know, highs again up around 24K and beyond. But yeah, who knows? It could fail. You could get a shift here that doesn't work out, and then you get a dip wave again. But it just depends. Like, is the market ready to push this higher this soon or this early, or is it gonna take more time to grow that sentiment? Shadow 777 $4.99 super chat again. And I use my rewards from my credit cards. Ah, appreciate that. Thanks for the all the super chats, guys. It's beautiful. I will invest it in crypto. I will invest it. I'll use it wisely. Use that money wisely. We'll make that money grow. So let's have a look. I'm gonna check. So we were on Solana, yeah. So there's still room to move here, and we've got that heavy resistance at $50. So we have to break through that. Holy moly, Static, you're crazy, man. Static coming through with a $50 super chat. My God, good stream. Miss you, Rick. Keep it up. Miss you too, Static. Yeah, appreciate the support, dude. Yeah, we need to break that range, and it's the same with the other alts. We need to break through that range to continue higher and capture those next levels of resistance. Now that for Solana, you can see it. It's clear as day. We see it here. There was a triple bottom. We had the 1, the 2, and then the 3. Bitcoin just did this. And then, triple bottoms produce a nice reversal. We got that nice rally there, relief. But yeah, we're kind of experiencing that now with Solana. It's got this triple structure, this 1, 2, 3. Again, so is that going to be enough to push it up through this range? I'm feeling optimistic. We've been selling off for so long, but oh, Static's off. See you, Static. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, if that's not enough to spell support, then I don't know what is. That is a big sign of support. For price. I mean, check out on the daily, on the cipher indicator, we've got a golden buy signal. And when those golden signals come in, we know that that's a very strong indication, especially on such a high time frame like the daily. So yeah, being around during that time and noticing that there's a strong golden buy signal on Solana, on the cipher indicator, incredible. I'm wondering if there was a golden buy signal on the daily for Bitcoin as well. Maybe not golden, but it was a very strong green. bullish divergent as far as the cipher indicator goes. So yeah, the signals are there, and these indicators are really useful. These oscillators, there's a reason we have them on the charts. So by the way, guys, Static has it as a channel as well. In the description for my stream here, you should be able to see links to Static's YouTube channel. I'm going to post it anyway in the chat, just so you've got a copy of that, a way to get to it. I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat. He does have a Discord. I'm not sure what arrangements he has around joining it, but I'm sure you could probably follow his YouTube channel and read further on there about how to get in. But yeah, Static's got a lot of experience with technical analysis and trading, so a very valuable member of the community, most definitely. But yeah, this market, patience is rewarded. We've all been patient. We've all waited for this to play out. If it's gonna sell off, okay, get it over and done with. If we're gonna retrace and test the supports, let's do it. Let's get it over and done with so that we can move to the next stage. And it feels like we've come down so far since that all-time high. We've really punched down to almost 80%, I think. What did it achieve? Was it a 74 correction? Yeah, 74, almost 75% down. So, corrections have been known to be deeper than that on Bitcoin. Sometimes it goes up as high as 85% down off the all-time high. But I just think there's too many eyes now on crypto to let price fall that low. Too much. There's big signs of support with these wicks. These wicks show a lot of buying interest. The fact that it dipped back below its previous all-time high was, that's a green light for buying. It's a big area of demand, big demand zone, sub 20K. Proven by, we've only spent momentary moments, for lack of a better word, momentary periods below 20,000. The bulk of the time spent in this range has been above 20. You can see that here, so that's a good sign. It means there's a lot of health, there's a lot of support at this level, and it's the bulls are confident in going long here and holding a long position to see the relief. I don't know if the relief is going to be enough to take us, back to all-time highs this year, but, relief rallies are still profitable. You can still get in there and trade off the bounces. So yeah, just waiting patiently for this break. We want to see prices, reclaim these highs that we experienced 2 days ago. It certainly feels like it's building toward that. Many times I've seen these bull pennants where, you get the consolidation inside the pennant, the winding up, you get the breakout, and then the back test. So it looks like we've just done that. We've back tested, and now we're, ready to start charging forward. So fingers crossed we can convincingly punch through this fib level. It's proving to be pretty tough, but this fib level needs to be broken. We need to get some candle bodies closing above that level. And then we can start looking at the next level, which is the golden pocket. This micro golden pocket that we're dealing with. Yeah, that's where we're at. You can see the resistance, you know, a line of resistance would have been drawn by many analysts, many traders watching this chart on this smaller time frame. They would have marked this high as the price to beat in this short-term structure. We've got a bit of a break above it. Mind you, they are only wicks, but yeah, you can see once again it's holding as resistance right here. We need to get some candles closing above that level for us to truly move up. So potentially this pennant may be, you know, compressing into an ascending triangle now. So if we take out that resistance or move it diagonally across the top, you'll notice that we're trying to attack this level here of 23,300. New subscriber. I just heard that go off. Sorry, I didn't read the name. But thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. I think concurrent viewers today, 51. We cracked the 50. That's awesome. That's good to see. So is Bitcoin ready for another dip? You know, it's possible. It is possible. I know that it suffered a bit of a hit off the back of the Tesla news. Tesla selling their Bitcoin, or they, you know, announced that they sold their holdings, or 75% of it at least. And that caused, or, you know, contributed to this corrective wave back down. But, you know, the party's not over by any means, I think. I'm remaining optimistic as we try to climb back up. So let me get rid of this fib because it's kind of distracting on the candles. We want to see the candles. So we've got ourselves an ascending triangle, seemingly. Go down to the small time frame again. You know, you might consider this a rising wedge as well. It just depends how you draw it, of course. Now, a rising wedge does result in a move down, so we have to be mindful of that. You know, we want to be careful that we don't get carried away with the bullish sentiment. So, yeah. Let's just see what happens. Let's try to remain impartial and just react to the moves, like to what gets broken, support or resistance. It is easy to get carried away with the excitement of bullish moves. I certainly do it. I'm only human, but yeah, this is kind of scary, this rising wedge. Not gonna lie. You know, this could potentially see us retest these lows that we've set in. So we've got a low here, a low here, and a low here. But hey, I'm still optimistic long term. I still think we can get up higher than this high here. But this rising wedge may see us come back down to test this ascending support line that we're dealing with. So there could be a little bit of turbulence before we get the true breakout. You know, with this whole run up has been very turbulent. You can see that. It hasn't just been like nice. There's a lot of playing around back and forth, as we know, especially this little area here. Huge turbulence, which is really good for trading. If you're just scalping like on the smaller time frames, these moves are beautiful to capture. You know, this move from here to here is like a good almost 7%, which is huge for Bitcoin. getting in on a 7% run, or here we got basically a 10% from the extreme low to the top here, and then even this section, another 5.5. So yeah, the past week has been amazing for bulls. So if you were accumulating at 20 or below 20, this has been the payoff for your patience and for your smart buying. Smart money buying the dips and selling the rips. So a lot of this sell-off here is probably a lot of those buyers coming in taking profit. Taking profit doesn't mean that the party's over. It just means they're taking profit. They're taking that from that initial run. And people trade on all time frames. There's people that trade intraday, so they're buying and selling inside the day. And then you've got the swing traders that are playing these larger macro moves, like identifying these lows and selling these highs. And then you've got the super cycle, like the investor, who they are still accumulating even today. They've been buying through this whole area, anticipating the move, the big run, whenever that may come, whether it's this year, next year, or the year after. The name of the game is accumulate when the market is low. So when oscillators on the macro scale, on the weekly, are primed for buying, which is, oscillation low, in preparation for the recovery, because oscillators don't fall down and just stay there forever. They move in waves. Especially Bitcoin. You can just see the RSI. If you simplify this is the structure we're dealing with. That's a simplified version. You buy the low, you sell the high. You buy the low, you sell the high. You buy the low. That's where we're up to right now. We're on a low. So what's to come? Most likely a high on the RSI. Another cyclical event. And yeah, most definitely Static's got it perfect. Accumulation was starting at 17k. So basically this box, this rectangle that I have drawn out here, has been an accumulation zone for the longer term trades. Even this area here was an accumulation zone. The breakout didn't take it to crazy heights, but still accumulating through here and selling these highs would have been profitable, And then, if you had the foresight to see, that there's going to be a correction, then you could have shorted that whole move there. I didn't, because the fear was in the market. I was fearful with it. I don't know. It's weird. I prefer going long than going short. I'm not too comfortable shorting for some reason. I mean, it's profitable, but yeah, I don't tend to do it. I prefer waiting for the longs. All right, back to this microstructure that we're dealing with. Certainly being squeezed. We're reaching an apex being here. Will we get another pass? Or are we going to drop on this test here? Are we going to drop out of this structure? Now, just because we're falling out of a rising wedge, like if we're to fall out of it, it doesn't mean it's, that we're back into the depths of hell, down sub 20k. All it means is we may come down to retest 23K again, or, you know, retest this trend line here. So just keep that in mind. Don't let it shake you out. I'm still holding all my positions, even if they go under momentarily. But I'm still anticipating optimistic moves in the coming weeks. If not, so be it. I'll buy more. If we dip back below 20K, you know, I've got money waiting. Got money waiting. But yeah, I'm ready to see at least a bit more bull action happening above these highs that we've achieved. All right, I think I've rambled on enough today. We know what we're dealing with. I'll probably leave this rising wedge on the chart so that we can check it out on the next stream and see how it played out. Rising wedges are definitely no guarantee. There's no guarantee that we'll break down out of this. There is every chance that it could fail and we get a move up anyway, in spite of this bearish pattern. We've seen it before. Look at this one. Rising wedge right here. I mean, it's not the most amazing example of it, but look at how it resulted. Price bounced around. Textbook says we break down out of a rising wedge. What did we do? We smashed it. We went up. So a similar structure is playing out here. Mind you, we are approaching closer toward the apex this time, whereas before we broke out well before an apex was reached. Good night, Static. Thanks again for the $2 there. A tiny dancer in my hand. Appreciate that, Static. I promise I'll sing you Tiny Dancer at some stage. So, a question earlier, sorry I missed this one. Randall Wolfinger asks, Rick, do you think we have finally exited the bear market? I don't know, like let me go back out to the macro, like the higher time frame. I think to exit the bear market, you need to get back above the 200 simple moving average. Let me see if I can dig that out. I'm gonna have to like close one of these indicators. 1 second. Moving average. Now let's dial in the parameters for this moving average. Oh, if it'll let me click on it, there we go. We'll make it white and thicken that line up a bit. Actually, let's make it, do I have hot pink? Fuchsia? Nah, that's a bit ugly. Let's go yellow, just so we can see it clear. And now our inputs, we want 200. If we can get back above the 200 daily simple moving average, just like what happened here, when we crossed above it, that was a bull market. That was a bull run. When we break below it, it spells the bear market, you know? All of this was bearish. When we broke back above it, bull market, bull mode, you know? So the fact that this was crazy. We broke below it here. So this was a mini bear market. Like this was a reaccumulation zone. You know, this was accumulation. And then, boom, broke above it here and here. But yeah, we've been under since late last year, since December last year. This is where we broke back below it. So we need to get back on top of that yellow line to consider ourselves back in a bull market. There's every chance we get rejected by that 200 as it moves down. So I see that, you know, the trajectory here, even if we come up near it, it's still gonna be, it takes time to level. So I project it to come here, and let's say price comes up to meet it, we might get rejected by it and then get shoved back down again. So this is why we're saying 30K is like our take profit target for this relief rally. Let's go to the 4 hour. So the 4 hour is looking interesting. We're above it on the 4 hour. So, you know, that indicates the shorter rally, the shorter time frame producing this relief rally that we're in. We are in it. I mean, we broke above it here. We broke above. And then we back tested right here. We back tested that 200 and found support. So we're off. Now, some people use different length moving averages to determine bull market, bear market. You know, let's check a 20. The 20 weekly, I think, yeah, is similar to the 200 daily. But you can see, yeah, moving average. You just want to get above average. That's the gist of it. Price needs to sit above average to be considered bull market. If you're below average, if things are trending below average like they are here, that's a bear market. That's the characteristics of a bear market, when things are trading below average, and bull market when things are trading above average. So we haven't been above average for a while. It's been a while. There was attempts at it here, but it failed. So yeah, this is really cool to see. We're back above average. And it just depends, you know, what average you're measuring. You know, what context are you using? Are you using a 20? Are you using a 200? Are you using a 50? It just depends. It really depends. All right, I'm going to remove that indicator so I can bring my RSI back. And the RSI, for some reason, now has an MA. Interesting. I'm going to turn it off though, because I'm not used to it. Maybe I'll save that as the default with it turned off. All right. So there you go, guys. That's the long and short of it at the moment. Probably wrap it up here. It's been an hour stream so far. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much to the people that sent super chats. I appreciate that. And I will catch you in the next one. All right, take care, guys. See you later.